Yes, I will delete my data.
Pre-show, best show. What up? Alright, I guess we can pop the screen here. So, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Gather Together. Yelta, take us away.
Do, 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 do. I can't hum this.
Oh, yeah. Dun, 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 dun,
We need it.
dun.
We need a new song, but we'll get there. We'll get there.
At some point here. Hold on, where's the screen?
So I think we're just gonna chat a bit, mostly about the job adjustments, and also at the same time run Palace of the Dead. So there'll be death and pain, and I'm a machinist that doesn't know I'm not even a machinist.
Mm-mm.
I went to
You
ninja.
the ninja.
Oh wait, let me put my there. Thank God, because I didn't notice I wasn't actually a ninja.
Oh, yeah, do that. I think, okay, I am a bard, actually. Okay. Let me do a ready check and then see if I even have this shit done right. We're joined by Frey and Kohedi, House of the Dead experts.
Let's go ahead. Do you have her night going on? Where is she? Yeah, I was a rogue. Now I'm a ninja.
Very good.
I might be a hoodie ninja. No one knows that song. Um,
That's okay, Yelta.
that's okay.
We'll blow past it.
I
So,
haven't been in here forever.
yeah, me either.
It's gonna be terrible.
And I'm drinking coffee too. I gotta get
Coffee.
I gotta get perked up.
Oh yeah, I have a caffeinated beverage. My husband brought me one, so I'm good to go there. All right, there's no protect. We just go, right?
Oh, I guess I could put it on the bar, maybe. No, maybe I can't. Maybe
You can't yet.
I'm thinking of 1.0. Excuse me.
All I have is spinning edge. Is that correct? I'm boned.
So, we're not gonna go again, like Yelta said. We're not gonna go ape shit on all the changes because there's so much news that came out.
Oh my God, there's so much that came out that's just like I couldn't even get through it all. Honestly, I have not. I have read some of the salt. I've read some of the. I watched a couple of YouTube videos put on by people. I don't even know what to think. It sounds like some awesome changes for some questionable ones to others, and some that I'll be honest, some a downright nerf.
Let's start on a high note. Let's talk about Black Mage. I think Black Mage is probably a decent place to start, right? What were you thinking about Black Mage, your current job of choice?
I guess I wasn't unhappy. It's about the most exciting I can be. I actually read the healer ones more closely because that's kind of because I wanted to be white mage in Stormblood.
Yeah, we've talked a lot about like job changes and things we want to do, so just trying to avoid, the salt intake so early, but let's just fucking do it. Let's do it. So, white mage, I think for many, um, I think for many, they were either meh or seriously unhappy, and some people are trolls and they just want to repeat what the community says just because it for shits and giggles. And then there's some people who don't necessarily have an original thought, but they're just kind of repeating what they see on Twitter or Reddit or the official forums or whatever else. And then there's people who are genuinely concerned because they main it or they play it as a secondary or something else. And to echo something I saw today, I haven't done my due diligence and researched it, but there was a Reddit thread that listed the number of abilities that each job has, and White Mage has, I think, 2 less than the next less abilities. If I'm making sense there, like if you put all the abilities on the hotbar, I believe White Mage has 21 or 23, something like that, but it's 2 less than the next one that has the least abilities. And jobs like Paladin that needed, some say would need some serious fixing, received like 28 abilities. And so, why does White Mage have less abilities than some others?
Well, they took a lot of the stuff you would get from white mage, and those are now kind of the role. A lot of the stuff that are the role abilities came from white mage, so none of those are like unique or I don't know, maybe a lot of more cross-classable. I mean, they took away stones. You get something kind of like stone skin. I called it too, and we saw the little UIs. I'm like, what the fuck is that lily thing? It didn't even look cool. And I don't know if I like it. I don't know. I don't know if I like the way it is going to act, I guess.
I'm intrigued, but I have a similar concern that many are talking about, and that's the inability to control when you can use the lilies, that they are just used when you go and use an off global cooldown ability. And I'd like to see how it works, but I feel like it may contradict how, and I may be getting the abilities wrong, but I think it's the Divine Benison uses the lilies on it, and it just, I feel like I'd want more control to stack up 3 lilies and use them as I see fit. But again, I'd like to play it and find out for sure. Hello, Frog Yelta. Ribbit.
Ribbit. Klaus says, I ended my stream for you, so hurry up.
Wow. Shout out to Klaus, and shout out to those watching the stream. Welcome. Klaus and I ran a dungeon yesterday, helping a friend, and we had a hell of a good time doing that.
Oh, cool.
And we're kicking around that Nidhogg idea, I think, in a little bit. So we'll see what happens.
We could do some Nidhogg.
Who this is? Yeah. Who this is? This is Rapper Forte. Who this?
Oh, hello.
This is Pete. This ain't no mother. Pete.
Hey, baby.
What's up, Ogmorn?
Oh.
Welcome.
Oh my.
So yeah, we're drinking the salt. We're living the salt.
And I just wanted to get that one over with. And again, I am reserving,
I don't particularly think the gauge looks terrible. Honestly,
it's not as cool as some of them.
It's not as cool as some. Honestly, the one I wish they would put a little more pizzazz in is the Red Mage one. Needs some gold trim, big time. I think
some gold, a little bit embossing.
Add a little bit of gold to that Red Mage one.
Yeah. They could still change that.
I am very interested in Red Mage. A lot are saying it may be the easiest DPS rotation. I did watch State of the Realm, and some really good insight there from Mr. Happy and the gang, and I kind of agree. It looks like the rotation is kind of easy, so that might be good for people who want to start with Red Mage because they love Red Mage. Don't we all, right?
Yeah, well, that's definitely going to get people who are like, I want to be a Red Mage. People who are going to pick up Stormblood, especially if they haven't played in a while. We got people in our ex-free, they're probably still in the free company. They just haven't played since, Heavensward came out, and they were not thrilled with the way oh my goodness, what have we done? Damn it. Oh, there's no mobs anyway. But, we got some friends who, played for the first few weeks of Heavensward, and we're like, nope, can't do it. And, but they're going to come back. They're going to try Stormblood, so hopefully the jobs sound good to them, or the, maybe, I don't know, some of the content sounds good to them. I'm afflicted.
Oh yeah, I can't do anything. Womp womp.
Womp womp. But yeah, I'm gonna wait though until we actually get to see these. How you can read the numbers, you can kind of watch the video, but I can't tell you how it's gonna feel until I actually feel it.
Well, and then with the numbers are inconsistent when you look at the JP and the English translations of things, and so there is a little bit of confusion that's still out there, and we want to be sure that we report on the right things and that we have the right idea before blasting something into outer space or saying it's the new god class.
Well, and that's why some people I know got so upset in Heavensward. They were like, "Oh man, this is going to be overpowered," and I'm like, "Yeah, no, they're going to be balanced. I don't know why you think they're going to be blast one into the." And then you're right, Coquerel. It's also important to note that Lilies is a trait, not an ability, and that's part of why we have less abilities, it seems. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out when it comes out. And we don't have that long to wait now, man. It is getting close.
God, 2 weeks. I feel it. My jimmies are rustling. I'm feeling it.
I don't know what this button is.
Push it. If it's red, push it.
It's not on my thing.
Is your idiot meter flashing?
I don't have. Yes, my 80 meters flashing. Job.
Ooh,
What was that?
the
I'm
Horde.
spinning something. Oh, there it is. I see it.
What are you?
Okay.
What? Okay, you're a ninja. That's right.
Uh-oh. My internet went to shit.
Uh-oh. Come back, Yelta. Come back, Yelta.
Something must be downloading somewhere because my internet just.
Oh my gosh. Cut off the RedTube stream.
But my
Joshimitsu,
porn.
what's up, dude? But my porn.
Okay, back to green. I don't know.
Okay, cool. Let's talk about porn. What job really got you hot and bothered from the job video or any of the adjustments that you read?
Honestly, I don't even know if I'd play it, but I think Machinist looks really cool now. It looks, I don't know, it just kind of looks neat.
The flamethrower.
The flamethrower is neat. I don't know. That one really, it just kind of stood out. And as someone who, like, doesn't even have one leveled, you know. But I don't know. How about you? What one looked awesome to you?
Honestly, Paladin looked fucking amazing.
I'm considering keeping my Paladin up.
Oh, let me pop a...
Now we're all gonna pop.
We're all so strong.
Flex.
But the Palmanders matter. I'm leaving.
Yep. Bard also looks amazing. You're right.
Bard looks great. Astrologian, I'm glad my Astrologian is, you know, in a good place because I want to try it. It's just a probably like a distant. Ooh, spicy.
Ow.
4th or 5th maybe. It'll be a little while before I worry about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a 60 Astrologian. I don't know, geared in the 450s or 460s. So, and you know, it's respectable.
So you said you read a lot of the healer stuff. I was very interested in the way that the new Astrologian ability, the one that's a floor, the ground hot, I guess you could call it.
Place where you place it. Yeah, that sounded interesting. Now, you know, we have to teach tanks somehow to not pull things out of those, but that's just me. Aren't they taking away somebody's?
I could rescue them out of it, I guess.
You could rescue them out of it. Yeah. Aren't they removing Flaming Arrow or something? There was some salt about that.
I think it's gone.
Yeah.
I saw Kloss use it last night. I couldn't remember what it was.
Because you don't see it that much?
So yeah, fun new
stuff.
Another
one looks cool.
Sam's looking strong.
Samurai looks awesome.
Sam looks strong.
Looks
I was reading the potency, and you know, of course, potency could change, but looks strong.
Well, and as they were saying in the stream, it definitely matters how the fights are. You know, the encounters are. You know, we don't know what the encounters are going to be.
Do you think there's some strategy behind that to set Samurai up to be maybe stronger and Red Mage to be maybe? Damn it, I did it again. To be maybe a simpler rotation or something that either, you know, newer players can enjoy, or it makes it just feel a lot more fun to attract new players, because a lot of new players are going to be like, ooh, Red Mage, or ooh, Samurai, I'm jumping on board just to play that. And if they get into something that's maybe a little too difficult or isn't as fun or easy, maybe
well,
you could call it that.
I think Yoshi P talked about that before, about how he wanted there to be you know, class or jobs that were easy to get into, and maybe jobs that were harder to master or whatever. But I always thought they kind of left that on the wayside. But maybe they're trying that again. I don't know. Because yeah, I think, you know, not all jobs have to be the same level of difficulty to master or to do well in. And, you know, half of this new rework of the battle system is to, you know, bring up the skill floor a little bit so everybody a little bit easier time doing decent damage. But it sounds like they're still going to get rewarded for pushing your buttons well, so.
Oh, absolutely. I think you can push buttons, and you can push buttons well, and I think it's going to be easier to tell if you're pushing buttons well.
Yeah. And cloudy music, yeah, Samurai seems to be easy to learn, hard to master. So that's really cool. And let's see. Oh, Code Samurai's run animation is overpowered. That was one of the things from the videos, was all the different sprint animations. No, those were cool. It's just a little thing, but I thought it was awfully neat. I think everybody gets their own sprint animation.
Yeah, that's amazing. I'm loving the new animations. I know we've got salty about White Mage, but when I'm watching the White Mage cast Stone 4, it pushes the White Mage back a little bit, and
Cool.
it's like, it's such a strong spell, even it knocks me back. Nice touch.
Yeah, I think that's a neat touch.
Now, Barry, I'm kind of with you on some of that. I liked having Virus. I liked having that ability. I worry that maybe the ranged casters aren't thinking strategically minded and will not use them as well as maybe healers would. But maybe that's just part of learning the process, that understanding your role, quote unquote.
There's definitely going to be a learning curve, and I think that's okay. I'm trying now to look at all of this rework of the battle system as content in and of its own self, because it's a wider spread adjustments than I ever thought they were going to do, to be honest.
And I think it's forgivable to say maybe there's not this mega new type of content, because we do really need to see how this balancing worked out. I don't think we would have to nuke the balancing of jobs again in Final Fantasy XIV. I should hope not.
Well, how many tries now have they had to kind of get this right? And yeah,
How many more Dalamuds can there be?
Well, and and I know we're gonna get adjustments again in 4.1. There's no question. Even maybe even before that, where it's like, oh, no one wants a white mage, and
30% balance on Astral Legend.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Oh, shit. Oh my goodness. But you know what I mean. Once they get more than their internal people looking at stuff, they're going to be like, oh yeah, or that we're going to find out that somebody's using something in a way they hadn't anticipated, or whatever.
And samurais become tanks.
There was a discussion about ninja tanks in 11, and I'm like, yeah, we don't really need that again.
I do like things I'm hearing about Red Mage, and the way they use their spells and abilities will make them faster as they use it correctly. And it's almost like their own in-house hasting, so they're still haste bitches, but self-haste bitches.
Well, sounds like Black Mage, we get to be the battery now. I'm not sure how that went down, but okay, sure.
I kind of like that, though. I feel like Black Mages should have more than just, I'm a cannon.
Well, I'm one of the few Black Mages I feel like that actually casts those spells on other people, cross classes, eye for an eye, and blah, blah,
yeah,
blah.
See, then you're already there. Apotheostasis? Well, I think I almost said that right the first time. Apotheostasis. Yeah. And we've got Red Mage will have the Ver Raise. So that's good. More raising. Which we need.
Oh, for sure.
Barda Serper.
Hmm?
No. I would never take your job, Cohetti. Do not worry.
Dual cast raised is so fucking funny. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I guess I'll pop another since I got 8 seconds left on this. Maybe I should hit my buttons good instead of spamming 2 over and over and over.
I'm gonna use a Lust. Oh, somebody already did, so I guess let's just kill it.
Yeah.
Oops, that's not the button I meant to push. I don't know what any of my buttons do.
I do, I just play like crap.
It doesn't matter, because we're melting it. Well, I suppose I have a 99.99 weapon.
Oh, yeah, that probably does help. I think I'm 20-20 or something here. I guess I could read it. 16-15. Quit lying to the people, Rubicon.
Stop lying to everybody. You aren't really that. Do you do much Palace of the Dead or no?
Oh God, no. No. I don't do it enough, really. It's not that it's bad content. I just don't do it enough.
All right, we survived that.
Oh. I got level 37 IRL, if you could call it.
Oh, nice. I'm 39.
Let me kiss these attribute points goodbye.
Oh yeah, they're going away. The way of the dodo, right? Oh yeah, and there's some discussion in the chat about how they probably won't like balance stuff till after Omega, and it's like, man, but you would think that they could start getting clues before that on, I don't know, be more proactive on balancing. But honestly, they don't know how it's broken until you really get those people who are min-maxing and pushing the hard content and stuff. So
Absolutely.
I can kind of see why they would hold off until they gather more data.
But as soon as they see something or hear something, they need to really figure out what's going on with it. I mean, we don't need to wait too long or 2 raid tiers before making drastic adjustments. I don't think we'll have anything like Heaven's Word ever again. I think lessons were learned. Damn, I stepped in it. I think lessons were learned. I think we understood, the importance of balancing and how to do that. And again, it's still a little bit of the curse of 1.0. And we had this discussion in our Discord today about 4.x cycle being kind of the death knell for 1.0 and things we've watched today. What was that then in that video series that is talking about 14? We don't have notes, folks, so we're just kind of shooting from the hip here.
We're just talking.
It'll be better on Tuesday, I swear. But there's a video series that's showcasing 14 right now by a friend of mine even said you would
look, it's an old look,
oh
it's
my.
a special.
Hey dickbag, what did you do in another life?
Would you look at the message when he dies? We said we'd make a name for ourselves.
It's one of those adventures.
Yeah.
Sorry, Charlie. I'm the one true warrior of light. Well, Yelta too, and I guess Coetti, and I guess Frey.
Frey.
And you.
And you. A little bit of warrior light for you, and a little warrior light for you.
But this video series and many others have echoed that 1.0 is kind of, this is kind of it. We're running out of 1.0-ish stuff that's carrying it over, and, if attribute points go, and eventually if the elemental resistances go, and classes eventually go.
Some of the stuff like classes. I was one of the strongest defenders of keeping classes in the game when, 2.0 came out, but then they didn't do anything interesting with them. I was really hoping it would be jobs would have a strength for this, but classes might have a strength for, but it wasn't really a thing. So as far as I'm concerned, I could just go. I know somebody said they would be sad if the lore went away, but I'm like, but it's still the same world. The 1.0 lore is never, it might retcon some of it, but the lore is not going anywhere. If they still have a story they're going to tell, they're going to still tell that story.
I think many have said that WoW has retconned so much shit and gone back and changed whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, Koji Fox knows what he's doing, and even if he has to, turn a bad guy from a man to a woman and whatever else to make the shit work.
Chief Dark Warrior of Light means moving boxes for Alphino and bringing Nymphelia her giant purse.
True, at times.
But don't forget, we're also Rowena's bitch. Don't forget that. We are.
I know this has probably been said before by many others. I was watching a Final Fantasy III stream, and they were at Eureka, and it is the land of forbidden weapons. And I'm kind of interested to see the Eureka and building your relic, since a relic will be I guess a forbidden weapon, in a sense. Maybe that's what the line of weapons will be called at that point. And Rowena sending us for forbidden weapons in 4.0.
That reminds me, I was reading today, somebody was bemoaning the loss of, they were a white mage, and they had just finished their relic, and of course then they had put accuracy on it, and they're like, I'm gonna go get a bunch of stands and respec it, and I'm like, why would you even bother at this point? I don't, respec it for what? I don't know how many levels you'll actually get to use it.
And we have friends.
For another one?
We have friends that are still, working on gear and trying to balance stuff out. And I'm really at a fuck it phase, to be quite honest with you. I
upgraded a couple pieces of equipment or gear.
So I'm relevant for the first few dungeons, and then at 65 buy a new set or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not terribly worried about those first few levels of Stormblood. It's gonna be fine. It's all about the experience anyway, and enjoying the new lands and roaming the world, finding the ethereal currents or whatever. And
yeah. Well, and I'm going to do the story with whatever job I already have. I'm not going to. I don't plan on people are like, I'm going to Palace of the Dead for 80 hours and get 3 jobs up, and I'm like, I'm going to play the story, but that's just how I enjoy the game. I'm going to use
Stone 4 on everything.
I'm Stone 4ing everything. I do think I am still going to take White, even though I'm not sure what I think of the White Mage changes. I do think I'm going to take that up. I think that'll be, I think that'll be the most fun to actually bring up in...
Let me tell you, as much White Mage Salt, it's still going to heal, and it's going to heal well, and there's going to be some interesting parts to it. I think the Confession stacks are going to be kind of neat to play with.
Okay, so, yeah, the Confession stacks actually sounded kind of neat. Again, though, a lot of this is that, Confession stacks isn't as random, I guess, but, one of the reasons I don't like the lilies, and this is going on, people are talking about this in the discussion in the chat, about how random it is, how much randomness is involved.
Yeah, it lowers the recast time for Asylum, Assize, Divine Benison, or Tetragrammation by a percentage corresponding to the stack of lilies, which means it just automatically uses it. And what's this other ability that I was talking about? Oh, I do like Thin Air. I think Thin Air is going to be great. And
Thin Air's cool, yep.
Plenary Indulgence is going to be great. That's the Confession thing. I think that's going to be important as you're curing the tank to use it on that character and move forward with that guy. And but it's the Divine Benison is creates a barrier around the target that absorbs damage, totaling 15% of target's maximum HP. All lilies in your healing gauge are lost upon execution. I guess that's kind of okay, because I was thinking the more lilies you had, the stronger that barrier is going to be, but since it doesn't affect the strength of the barrier, that's what was kind of, I was like, ooh, if that changes the strength, wouldn't you want to stack all 3 lilies? And I can't control that. And to me, Divine Benison is kind of where Stoneskin went to. I haven't really heard a lot of people say that, but that's
kind of that's kind of what it sounds like. But you get it so late, I think, comparatively. But I don't know.
66, yeah.
But whoa, 2 slams. Be careful. One snuck around the corner.
Good deal.
Okay.
We can breathe again.
I want to wipe like a dumbass on level. What are we on? Floor 14.
You mean 114? What is this? Oh, steel. Okay, you're good.
I also heard warriors are cranky. I'm not sure why. I didn't catch all that.
I would think
losing some ability.
I would think warriors would be happy with, unlimited fell cleaves or whatever's going on there.
Yeah.
Yes, Thin Air seems absurdly powerful in conjunction with Presence of Mind and some holy casts. Yeah, I can see that ripping things a new one.
Well, that's why I wonder if we're just really not thinking as well as we could how these things get used. Like Black Mage, I actually really like the some of that stuff sounds very interesting. How we said it. Yoshi P is pushing the button for us for Nokian, but we also there's a snake behind us, just so you know. Snake. But
I don't mind it so much because they added new variety and things to Black Mage and made it fun. And see, we were also coming from the mindset that Black Mage was going to have this big drastic change and other jobs were going to have minor change. We didn't realize everything was going to get fucking overhauled.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's a way bigger adjustment than I really ever thought we were getting. Oops.
Okay, that makes
But
sense, Chief Dork. We're losing the damage plus health ability.
oh,
We were
okay.
running something with Senna last night. I think Klaus was with us running that, and she was the last one living. We had some lag issues. And, of course, Warrior can heal themselves as they're fighting, and it's like the DPS that can heal and tank. It's odd. The tank that can DPS and heal, I guess, is really how it should be said, but yeah.
I'm a toad.
And we have a Cobra.
He's chasing me. I went kite him. As a toad. I think he'll eat me, actually.
No, really?
No. Yeah, I think that's what I heard. But I hear a lot of things, so who knows?
What if I use comfort on you? Will it untoad you? No?
I wish. I still can't believe people don't believe me. There's only 2 of those pallet slimes in here. What else? What else? Summoners?
Oh, I'm excited.
No, scholars.
Scholars.
Scholars. Scholars are losing some of their damage, it sounds like.
I think there's going to be, what,
They're
2 dots to
AoE?
maintain instead of 3 is some of
Yeah,
it.
so.
Well, you know.
You can't have everything, I guess.
You can't
But
have
Summoner
everything.
sounds hot. Summoner sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun to play.
I think so, too.
You know.
Everyone's quick to correct. It's not a Bahamut Eggy, but God knows
It is
everybody
not.
will call it that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was kind of neat because there was like a, and I'm with you, Summoners. You don't, in this game, you have these little, toys.
Okay, so
These wind-up toys.
it's the Bane nerf, and
There's a Bane nerf.
the
yes.
Bane
2
nerf
dots.
is the 80 20 60 40 whatever. It decreases by 20% for each additional mob after, and then 5 after is a dinky. So yeah, I can see that. It's like not really king of AoE. I think that's what people are saying. Black Mage is back on top as AoE king. Strength. Oh, we used one. Good. What is that? Steel. I'm gonna pop it. I'm a slow reader. Okay. What have we not talked about? What roles have we not talked about? We talked about Bard. We talked about Machinist.
We didn't talk about Monk, but I don't know anything about Monk because I didn't. pay any
Chakras.
attention
I
to
don't know. Some people are hoping 2 monks are viable. Maybe they won't get kicked from their set. Running two monks. I don't know. Monks are always been powerful. Oh yeah, the Blizz 2, no 100% uptime. Kind of talking about the changes to Scholar.
Oh yeah. And then Ninja changes. Nobody thinks is good.
Yeah, I have not played any Ninja, so I'd love to hear from Ninjas about what they think about Ninja changes. I haven't really heard any complaints. We've had some say it doesn't seem like it changed enough for it to feel like a new role.
Well, and they have one of the weakest UIs. I think that's one of my least favorite UIs. Have we mentioned that Expected Helios is becoming a crit adlet? We don't know.
No, but now that you're mentioning it, yeah, it's that's something. And I think those are part of the things when you start comparing the changes to the other 2 healer roles, and then with some of the mistranslation, like 15% on Diurnal Sect instead of the 10%, people are going delete White Mage.
Oh yeah. Yeah. The yeah, Reddit is super salty, but again they always are. I wasn't on the official forums much. What have they been saying about all these changes?
Anybody
Have
out
they
there
been
in Chatland read the official forums, hearing what the powers that be say? powers that be.
Is the
The
salt
wannabe powers
strong
that
there too, or the wannabe powers? Yeah.
be. Which is kind of sad,
White Mage's
Cloudy
summoner
Music, because
complaint.
those are the 2 jobs I play.
That's how I feel. I'm like, oh no, look, a bunny. I have a bunny on my head. I think that's bad.
I think that's your idiot meter. No offense.
No offense.
Anything in there? I see a
what do we
coffer,
need?
but it's not a blue one. Do we care?
I don't care. Let's just stand in.
Let's just walk
Let's
back
just
and
stand
forth
here.
in the same spot. That's
I'm
what
gonna
I
stand
want.
here. Oh, Coyote's going in there. I'll come to you.
Yeah, I don't see a chest.
Yeah, I don't see anything. Oh boy. Healer forums are a desert of salt. The official forum.
The Great Salt Flats.
Oh my god. Somebody said they were saltier than Lot's wife, and I just about.
Jesus.
Oh, I know, right?
Forgive me, my lord.
Oh, it's pretty good. Oh, boy.
Well, does that make Alamigo Sodom and Gomorrah? I don't know.
Well,
Maybe.
maybe. Am I supposed to switch to Kiss of the Viper now that I have it?
Maybe
idea.
Lisa and Yida are Lot's daughters. No, never mind.
Alright, this is not religion hour.
Let's not talk about banging the relatives.
Oh, man. Boy, that thing died fast.
Whoa, landmines. And we got to get on the news, but I'm hearing stuff about 1 dungeon in the odd number patches.
Okay. I didn't know if we were going to talk about just job stuff or we were going to talk on.
I'm willing to spread this
okay,
conversation out a little bit.
So we used to get, or what did we used to get? Three dungeons a patch.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what we got?
Yep.
Now we get 2 dungeons, and they want to go to 2 dungeons, 1 patch, 1 dungeon, the other patch. So every other, so like, that's a lot less. Now, there's so they can give us, more other content, which is not outlined what that means. But I keep coming back to the whole, we're getting less, we're getting less, we're getting less, we're getting less. And it's like, it scares me a little bit.
But
and
do you have your Hardy's cup yet? That's
Tomorrow we're getting our Hardy's cups is the plan.
You don't need content when you can get a plastic cup from your local participating Hardy's.
Where do they have the is it Dr. Pepper? I have to Google that now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, somewhere they have Dr. Pepper. Is it Germany? Dr. Pepper FFXIV to Google. This one's in German, so maybe. But yeah, I saw a picture on Twitter today about what have I done, and it's a cart full of Dr. Pepper cans, and I'll have like Final Fantasies on them. And I didn't even know that was a thing.
But my God, is Galvus all over the place?
Oh, is it one of those? Is it one of those?
Xenos von Galvus or whatever. He's all over the damn place. He is
yeah.
like the Stormblood
They
mascot.
have doubled down on him.
Yeah.
Which kind of surprised me because, well, he's a cool bad guy.
Well, like every Legatus. This is probably his expansion. Bye-bye. Let's put him on all the boxes.
I hope he's more memorable than what the fuck's his face in Heaven's
Ball on
Word,
his
'cause
head.
I don't even remember who he is. I remember chasing
Which is sad
him
because
around
I
with Roaring
really
Triad
liked him. Oh Lord, of the 12th, isn't he? Wasn't he of the 12th? What is his name?
He's a legatus of some sort.
24 cans for the items, and your your kidney falls out.
Yeah, I can see being burned out on 14 dungeons, and we actually have talked about this before, that maybe it's not the end of the world if we don't have tons of dungeons. It depends on what. Oh, my ass is on fire. Okay. It depends.
Hot ass.
It depends on what replaces them as content, right? But I've been doing How have you been capping? Have you been capping? I haven't been capping.
What are tomes?
Um, we're at a boss now.
Oh, does this mean fucking focus? What?
No.
No.
Where's everybody else? There's my internet slow. I'm going in. I should have played a tank.
Yeah.
Ow, it stings. It hurts.
It burns.
Oh, I have a self-heal. I'm okay. I'm also not a tank, though, so... Oh, this is the ability. You can't tank it anyway.
I don't know. I got hate. Probably shouldn't have done that. Oh, I too have a self-heal. Yeah.
I love the plants go, ah! Ah!
That's the
Jungulate.
that's the turtle that humps the ball video.
What the fuck, Ruby? I don't know what that means. But I'm scared.
Google it.
I'm
YouTube it.
not right this minute. Oh. I haven't grabbed a book in like 2 months. Yeah.
Wow, you were all the same level. Maybe. Oh, we're close. Well, me and you were close, Yelta. 37.
Yeah.
39.
Will there be tacos? We have been asking that shit for how long now? I don't know.
If only there was a rep that could get the information to Yoshida. Somehow,
We were
some
promised that our message would be brought to the appropriate.
We need tacos.
Taco lowdown.
I personally don't care about any of the changes. They could just
Tacos.
give.
Thavnarian
They're actually
tacos.
taking away every ability but Cure 1 from White Mage, but they get a taco ability. And so I'll be maining White Mage in Stormblood. For life.
Maybe when they add Dancer, we have like salsa.
Oh, baby, don't hurt me, Yelta. We get tacos and then salsa?
Oh my god.
Taco
I don't know.
Mage.
It's all Millie's fault, but we do have this obsession with tacos for some reason.
I think it's a good obsession. I think
There's worse things.
I think in 4.3 when we get a glimpse of like Thavnair or something, those Thavnarian tacos, they have to make an appearance. Please.
Yeah, because that would be good. I can't. It keeps getting away from me. Okay.
Come on, Drake.
It does what it wants, apparently. Oh, I got chi now. So I think I can actually do ninja-y things. I don't know why, because I think I stopped playing ninja because I couldn't do the job quest because I'm too dumb.
Oh, this is the job quest music. At least it is for me. I don't know if it's playing for you guys, but...
I'm a toad.
Ribbit. So, speaking of Toad and, like, CCs and things like that, I'm really happy with the role changes. What?
What?
I'm really happy with the role changes that has separated things like stun and silence from being just
divorcing them from their...
Yes,
their
just some part of the rotation.
Part of an, Yes.
Giving them significance again. Because we talked about like how in the relic quests in 2.0 when there are certain fights like in Koyo, and there are later fights that also use a little bit of CC stuff, but not as much as you go through A Realm Reborn and into Heaven's Word. It starts turning into this
Well, you can't even sleep anything. That's, it goes from... You have an ability to, well, nothing will even sleep even if you want to cast it on it, so... Meh.
So I'm digging those changes. I think that's what role abilities were all about. I think that was the importance behind it too.
So are they so they're divorcing the stuns and stuff. Are those all on off global cooldown now or not?
I would think they're all instant because that was a beef with some others as well. That?
Because like when I played Paladin, I couldn't do that shield thing because if I had touched anything else in the last 2.1 seconds.
Correct.
Yeah, yeah. Other jobs could stun or silence whenever. Now, Barry says, I wish there were less required abilities. Provoke isn't optional, but we see tanks without it. Well, it depends on your content. Unless you're doing a tank swap. Like, if I'm running a dungeon, I probably don't need Provoke. Now, I think this is going to be more interesting for when we're doing 8-man content, and Cinna can slot one thing, and someone else can slot another thing, or I can, as healer, I can... Only one of us... Oh, man, I have a bunny on my head. I think we, might have to, talk before we actually go into something and be like, you take this cross skill, or, this action, I'll take this action. And, I think, not everybody's going to need protect.
Right.
Not everybody's going to need, whatever.
The new gap is going to be, will they make the mistake in certain dungeons going to need to requirement to have Asuna? And what happens if your healer doesn't?
Well, and I have a hard time thinking that you could get away without Asuna. It's too... I'm glad they're putting it on even ground now, though, because that was so hard. What was it, like Brave Locks? Almost impossible to do on, the wrong healer. Oh, I think spawned a copper. And it blew us up.
So I think there'll be some abilities that, if you're doing just, I'm going to queue a dungeon, these are the 5 I always take when I queue a dungeon, because whatever. Unless there's that one dungeon later down the road that somebody says, well, you have to have Asuna to go into this one, and then people are like, healer, did you put Asuna on your bar? Whatever. So I hope they don't do something like that. I hope their dungeons are equal in that. The good news is, with sets and things, statics and groups that play together, they can do the whole, I'll take Asuna and protect, you take...
and then are we going to be able to swap them out while we're out of combat? If we can... I'm frozen.
Yeah, you're red dotting just a tad. You're red, Yelta, no. It's the Ruby show. Yeah, I agree. I think it's going to be important that you coordinate with your co-healer. So I think the point Yelta was making is, when you get into the raid, but before you engage the enemy, will you be able to fluctuate those role abilities and, coordinate? Because, if you got cross-server party finder, you want to be able to coordinate. Deja vu, Ruby? Yeah, well, at least it's not me this time, right? I was lagging hard. By the way, everybody, this is my Mr. Face glamour that I wore to Denmo's wedding, if you're familiar with Denmo. Don't I look great? Okay.
I think... So my router... I need a new router. It just rebooted itself.
Oh.
I'll be right back in.
Yeah, okay. She's coming back.
I'm assuming. Alright.
And I don't mind either way if we kept going or not. But, I'd assume you can swap between pools. I would think so. Coral, I really would think so. That's how I would design it. I'm not the designer, but that's how I would design it. So, and I think that's important between all the jobs, not just for healers, for all of them, because you're gonna have a DPS that takes a goad and DPS that does this and that, and you would want to coordinate, and that's great for communication. For teams, the worst sets and parties and things I get into are, well, hello, Adamantoise, are the ones that you get in, and let's say it's like Sephiroth EX. You get into it, and the very least amount of communication required is healers go right, DPS go left, stack on butt. And then you can start, no big deal. But when you don't even get that, it's probably going to be a bad time. That being said, I think that this will help us communicate with each other before we, when we're in raids and in 24-man content and in dungeons where some roles may overlap.
Well, I think today you can actually switch out your cross-class abilities at the beginning of the dungeon. I know a lot of people like cast Protect, and then they make everybody wait while they put Cleric Stance on their bar.
Nothing there. What's your status, Yelta? You coming?
It says I'm still logged into the game.
Oh, so you're trying to log back in. Cool, cool.
Yeah, I can't log back in until my character's gone. But it's not gone yet.
There's not a kick emote.
Bastards.
I won't slap you. I'm not that rude. I'll gently pat you. I like your Kenna weapons.
Oh yeah, the Kennas are nice. I don't know, I actually like the glow from the regular ones.
Oh, I am happy looking at the chat here that some of the changes, like Mug was such a... my ninja is like level, I don't know, something stupid. Maybe 28? I don't know. But, yeah, Mug, like what? So, I'm so glad that they've realized the bloat abilities had no utility, and just overall, I'm just really happy. And it must have been a long time coming. They must have been making notes the entire time and going, if we have a chance to redo this, here's what we're gonna do. And then they said, fuck it, Blue Dalamud, go. And Coral, I think that just makes people more responsible. And I think that's what this game needs, a little more responsibility for players. I mean, what is the biggest thing you hear about people? Is, don't tell me how to play my job, that kind of shit. I mean, that's tried and true. And I think people need a little more responsibility in knowing what to play and how they're playing it. And
well, some feedback would be nice too, right?
And that's just a way to help people communicate and know their role, know their responsibility. People can talk about the responsibility. And you can't tell, I don't think you can really say you don't know how to play my job or you don't pay my sub as much, because the roles are there. We all have certain roles that we need to play. Are you performing your role? And then are you doing your job? So I guess class is now role. Classes aren't dead. They're just roles now. You're not my subscription payer. Mommy is. I stole Mommy's credit card. Now I'm a kitty girl.
Bought those Fantasias with Mommy's money, huh? Mm-hmm. Pretty soon you can buy jump potions with Mommy's wallet.
Mm-hmm. Omega uses Keen Flurry. Not much time left for us in the stream. I want to bring up something I read today. That was a comment from Yoshida that says, don't count Viera out yet. Did you read that one, Yelta?
I didn't read it, but I saw it posted around, and I'm like, okay, I don't have a horse in this game. I don't really care for Viera anyway. I wouldn't care if they're in the game, but I have trouble. I'm still logged in. I have trouble understanding why people are so completely obsessed with them.
Bunny girls?
Yeah.
Bunny girls in 12, I guess. I can see it with the 12 hype. You know, Zodiac Age, whatever, the new one is coming out in the summer. We've got the some of the 12 team working on the new 24-man raid content, referencing Ivalice. Everybody loves Ivalice, so I can see it. And honestly, I feel like they'll do it right after snowboarding and blitzball.
I'm with you kind of, Claudia, though, because it's like, really, they're not that much different than, I don't know, maybe give some different ears and a tail to a kitty girl? I don't know. I would like to assume, if they're going to do it, they should either, because there are other VR, the little cute ones. There's like a whole nother little, isn't there another way they draw those where they're like cute little ones? Oh, I'm back in the game.
Welcome back. Well, kind of.
Thank you.
You disappeared, but I'm sure you'll reappear. There she is. Right under Frey's skirt.
Sorry, guys. I'll buy a new router, I swear.
Buy a new graphics card, Yelta. I'm sure that'll fix it.
Hey, I already did that. I know I'm not sending it back, even though that was the problem. I now have a good graphics card.
It wouldn't bother me. Now, the comment about the Viera from Yoshida was, well, we'd have to do something about the shoes in game because they usually have high heels and whatever.
Well,
and
why
the comments,
fuck are we swimming?
yeah, the comments after that are, fuck high heels, we don't care. Just bring us the Viera. We'll live with it. And that the tactics advanced ones.
We're still swimming in fucking sandals. It looks so stupid.
Yeah. There are no barefoot
Personally.
people in this game. It's all those weird wooden sandal things.
I want a okay, no. We do not need a camel toe slider. A fat slider. 600-pound Lala? You guys!
Oh, God.
Uh,
You're going to turn the wrong people on, Chief Dork. There's already a lot of Lala lovers out there. That's what we need. We need a whole episode about Lala lovers. We'll interview some people, but we'll mask the voice. Everybody will know who it is, though.
how much longer are we gonna go tonight, by the way?
About 3 more minutes, and then we got to do a hard cutoff.
I think we got something. Oh, I got a mimic. I think I got something we said we were gonna
Oh,
do.
we've got something to do
Yeah,
here. How did we
yeah,
want to
we've
do
got something to do.
this?
I don't know, but what we have is, and we have 2 of them, but we're just gonna give away tonight. We have a full set of those Amazon codes for, what was it? The Cloud Mountain.
I think it's Cloud's motorcycle.
The Eastern, that Eastern set.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'd like to give that away. How do we want to do this? I'm assuming we should make them type something into the
They
box.
should type something into the box. How about third person to type Nofika in the chat box wins it. Go.
You have to spell Nofika right and capitalize it correctly.
Now everybody's
I'm
gonna
watching.
wait. Nobody wants to be the first one.
Nobody wants to type it.
10th caller.
10th call.
Everybody here's like,
Come
we
on,
already
guy.
have
You
it.
can do it. You're like, yeah. Everybody's like, I
It's
don't
like
want it.
we bought it.
And we do have another set. We'll give away another day. So, if you don't win today, we do have another set.
That is correct.
No.
No bunga.
Nice try. Where's the door?
Hold on, let me think of a trivia question. What's a trivia question?
we didn't prepare at all.
We didn't
Yeah.
prepare for a contest at all. But we do have stuff for a contest, and we do want to give stuff away. So
Okay, Kane Thorbreaker. That is correct, right?
Jashimitsu.
Kane did it first.
But I thought it was
Kane
third.
Thor- Oh, did you say third?
I did
That's
say
right.
third. I said third.
Okay. I was
Oh, we want
killing
that.
stuff. What do we want? Oh,
A cursed sword.
yes. Yes, please.
All right, Jashimitsu's the
1,
winner.
2.
He's the third one.
We'll need your email address. We'll contact you.
Yeah, I think we know how to find you, boss. But you can contact us directly if you'd like, and we'll get it to you, send it to you by email. And
The answer is Rubicon's mom. Oh, no.
Mama's got biggins. That's gross. That's gross.
All right. Well, it is 10 o'clock.
It is 10 on the dot. Thank you guys so much for listening. So let me pop up, who we are. That's AFK. I like this picture though, just for the AFK thing. I just really like this picture because it reminds me of some good old days when we started the 3.0 days. Me, you, Cinna, and Editor are there. Anyway, thank you guys for being a part of the show. Wow, I'm getting whacked. Hold on.
Who says we're whacked?
I'm a whacking off in my tool shed.
Oh, yes, I do love that picture, actually.
That's a good one. Thank you guys so much for watching. We can be found, as always, on our website, www.gtffxiv.com. You can find us on Twitter at gtffxiv. You can email us at gtffxiv@gmail.com. Yelta, plug yourself.
You can find me on Twitter at YeltaSumasu, YELTASUMASU. I'm gonna plug myself.
Plug yourself in front of all these people. Will you just plug yourself?
With the live studio audience. Yeah.
Filmed in front of a live studio audience. You can find me on Twitter at RubiconVale, RubiconVale. Thank you for watching us stream. We hope to do more of this in the future, more fun stuff, and maybe some more exciting content as it comes. Yeah. 2 weeks for Stormblood, y'all. 2 weeks.
Woo!
It's coming, dude. And we're gonna record again on Tuesday, and we'll actually have notes for that shit. Know what the fuck we're talking about. So, thank you all for watching. Enjoy.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.